And the telecom infrastructure sector is a pivotal juncture shaped by the rise of Open RAN, AI integration, private networks, and the growing influence of cloud and edge computing. We'll examine how sustainability commitments like Vertical Bridge's path to carbon neutrality are really driving innovation in infrastructure design, and what partnerships with hyperscalers and really non-traditional players might look like going forward. Joining us is Ron Bizick. He's President and Chief Executive Officer of Vertical Bridge. That's the largest private owner and operator of communications infrastructure in the United States. And Ron, welcome.
Thank you.
Well,
good to be here.
Thanks for being here.
Sure.
Of course, we're here at WIA's annual ConnectX 2025 conference. How's it been for you so far?
It's been good. It's busy. Yeah, the buzz is it's really good this year. Carriers are spending money, investing in their network, so I feel like folks are feeling pretty good about it.
Good, good. I want to ask you right out of the gate about these new sort of burgeoning technologies. Open RAN is one of those, been around for the last 5 years as far as discussions, but now really deployments. Certainly AI is also a technology that we're talking about. How are tower companies like Vertical Bridge really adjusting to those technology transitions?
Yeah, so from an Open RAN perspective, for us, the read-through is that to the extent that the cost of the equipment to the customer, our carrier friends, comes down, it means there's more opportunity for them to invest in their networks. And I still think there's some time to go yet before that you'll see this widely adopted. But Open RAN really does give the customer a lower cost solution. On the AI front, it's a similar answer in that if you listen to Verizon that was speaking earlier today, Lynn Cox, they're using AI to optimize their network. And by doing that, it can cut costs out of their business, which again, from an infrastructure provider's perspective, it gives them more money to invest. Internal to Vertical Bridge, we're using AI tools to cut truck roll. For example, digital twinning and drone flies gives us the ability to kind of be more predictive about what a particular tower site is going to need. It also enables us to lease space to our tenants sooner because we can provide data to them sooner. So in our business, it's IRR driven, right?
Yeah.
So if the sooner you put the dollar of rent in the bank, the sooner the returns come. So every day a dollar lost is lost forever.
Interesting. I know sustainability is really important to Vertical Bridge. Certainly a lot of traction there for your company. You are a certified carbon neutral or a certified carbon neutral company. What does that mean?
Well, it means we've made a commitment to making our assets green over the course of time. So for the last 3 years, we've been certified carbon neutral. How do we do that? We replace our lighting systems every year, about 75 to 100 new lighting systems on 75 to 100 towers with LED lights. We're using our excess land for solar generation. We're also tracking and monitoring the amount of fuel and the amount of trash and also the amount of electricity that's used. We just now created an effort to use battery backup power and inverters. So all those things we have been committed to really since 2020, I believe, at this point.
Certainly, there's been questions in the past and even present about challenges for tower companies and maybe what the threats are to tower companies in the larger ecosystem.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Maybe, and have those thoughts changed at all? You're getting the same question, right?
Yeah, no, I've been getting this, dating myself. I've been doing this 36 years, and it's always, well, what's the biggest threat to the tower business? And the answer is, I never really could come up with a huge threat to the business. I look at the United States market in particular, and we're U.S. macro towers, down the middle, no international, right? That's all we do. And if you think about the United States, it's the most stable market in the world for infrastructure. We have an excellent economy. Our customers are very strong. We have the highest ARPU in the world. We've got no currency risk. So, and the regulatory environment's also very good as well. And the customers continuously invest in their network. So when you think about all of that, when I think about risks, my risks in running our business is that our customers stop spending money. And they have been investing for decades now.
I I want to ask you about the current pace of 5G
Yeah.
infrastructure deployment. Do you feel like that pace is sustainable? And maybe if we were sitting here maybe this time next year, what do you think we should be talking about?
Yeah, that's a great question. I hope it's sustainable. No, I actually do. I think we're coming into another growth period in the industry. The activity amongst the carriers has picked up significantly from where it was last year at this time. You have to remember that as you think about what's happened since 5G, the 5G has rolled out, it's really only been the deployment of C-band. And it's been same tower touches on C-band. So the densification of C-band, where they infill and add additional infrastructure, really hasn't taken place. And I like to say to people, when they say it's early innings, I say that 5G is sort of a never-ending game. Right? The only killer app that we've seen for 5G at the moment is fixed wireless. And there's a lot, and low latency. So there's a lot more to come. We will see the networks move out further into the tertiary markets. Think about this. During the pandemic, where did everybody go? Home.
Yeah.
And where'd they work from? Home.
Yeah.
And while a lot of people have come back to work, some have not, and many don't work 5 days a week in the office. So where did all the traffic and all the congestion on the networks move to? Not the office building, it moved to the residences. So we're seeing sort of a focus on trying to provide optimal coverage, optimal throughput out in the suburbia, not necessarily in the dense metro markets.
Interesting. Private networks, what impact is that, and will that have on your business going forward?
You know, we don't really play in the private network space. I think the closest thing I could point to for Vertical Bridge is that we own about 30,000 rooftops and the rights to office buildings across the country. So inside of certain of those office buildings, we sort of have the ether. We can lease the space in there and let private network folks come in and add their own networks. That's on an in-building, from an in-building perspective. But otherwise, we haven't seen any effect of private networks, both from a competitive or opportunity perspective.
Well, Ron Bizick, CEO of Vertical Bridge, it's great talking to you. I think this is our first time talking.
It is.
So we appreciate the time.
You're welcome.
Thanks
Thank you
so
for having
much.
me. Thanks.